Indeed you are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen.
Hey, this is Dad Random, and this is the FIMI Palm, a rat, the FIMI Palm, and we are going to get ready to do some menu tutorials, so check it out. Let's just start this puppy up, take the gimbal guard off, and bam, we are in flight.
I'm taking pictures and I'm not, is that even video anyway? Yeah, it is video.
Hey, this thing is ready to go. So it's that fast. If you want to look at how fast the load up is, there it is. And I'm immediately in auto mode. I'm in 1080p 30. I can easily change that at any time by clicking the speed, and I can change that to 4K 30 all the way down to 1080 30, of course I can adjust my picture quality from fine to super fine. Color, I can basically go natural or F-Log, and I have 2 microphone settings. So immediately you can adjust those few things. If you bring it down, you have your gimbal settings, follow, FPV mode, pitch lock, and gimbal lock mode. If I go to the left, you've got your Wi-Fi, your camera lock, your display toggle, where you can display whether you just want to do the aspect or you want to use the entire screen. And then there are your brightness settings. You have, I believe, 3 brightness settings. And I think that one is the top. I think I got it up there. Yeah, it's already back to the top. So once again, scroll down. If I go to the right, I've got a choice of ultra wide or narrow or super scope. Super scope is pretty amazing. Let's check out super scope. Now this is set where I'm looking at the entire screen. Oh, or no, this is set so you can view super scope. So let's look at this camera where we're basically let's go ahead and put it in. Let's put it in the wide, just the ultra wide view. And there's ultra wide right there. You can see the difference right there. And then we will adjust it down. And we will put it in super scope right there. But we are viewing the whole entire camera. Let's go ahead so we can display this is the full size display. So let's go ahead and we're going to change that to full size. And now you're using the entire screen. You can see the very top and the very bottom are basically lit up. And that utilizes the framing aspect of your camera. So we'll go ahead and turn that back off. Let's go ahead and go back down. Let's go and get out of super scope. Let's go back to ultra wide. This is probably the normal mode that you're going to be in, which is ultra wide. And I want to go back and adjust the camera so I can see my aspect ratio. There we go. So there it gives me the width of my shot in its aspect. If I want to check my modes, there's slow mode, time lapse. If I click up here, I can adjust it to basically a motion time lapse or a traditional time lapse, and you can adjust your speeds by clicking on the clock down here. There's your time and your duration. Okay, so you can go down. There's 5. Okay, and you go click on the clock there. I can make a 3x3 panorama. I can make a 1x4 panorama, or I can make a 4x1 panorama. Photo mode. You've got your full range of basically photo control. So this is a natural, and then I can basically adjust it to, I believe I have a couple of different settings. Natural, there's noir, sepia, gives me a couple of different, you get your black and white, you get kind of your brown tones. And then there's your natural mode. Go ahead and get out of that. There's your manual settings for your camera right down here. Click on that. And of course you've got your ISO. White balance, of course, can be adjusted. I can go ahead and adjust that to 52 if I wanted to, right there, 51, something like that. Right now it's auto adjusting. There's my shutter speed. Alright, get out of there. One more click over there. I'm back in the video mode. So slow-mo, time-lapse, panorama, photo mode, and then I'm back to video mode. Pretty simple.
Walking and vlogging on Saturday afternoon.
Okay, there's one more set of menus I want to show you really quick. Let's go over to the camera settings. You've got your different photo formats. And let's go to, you got your gimbal sensitivity settings. So you can really move that gimbal, and your follow speed. Go ahead and turn the follow speed down a little bit. And there's my calibration. Let me go back and click through here really quick. Oh boy. There's my joystick speed. I want to turn that back down to about 2. And there's my follow speed. So I've got to remember that the bottom allows me to toggle back and forth in that mode there. So my follow speed's 2 and my joystick speed. Let me go up there. Let's pull back down, get into the main menu again. That is kind of annoying. You have to reset the menu every time. And then here's your system settings. This just gives you some control over whether you want to hear the beep or not.
All right.
Whether you want to boot up when you turn the camera on, or basically when the lock screen setting, what do you want it to look like, and then of course your power up. You want it to play the the FIMI power up, but you can turn all that stuff on or off, which is kind of nice. Storage, device information, those kinds of things. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. This camera is really easy to use. You do have to get used to the touchscreen. The touchscreen does get a little bit cumbersome at times. You can handle up to 128 gig card. I've got a, you really got to check to make sure you have a high-speed card, especially when you're adjusting into a mode. Wow, there's an example right there of really a hard touch you got to do. So there's the output. I got it super fine output, so we can go up to 4K 30 right there. Now we're let's do a check here. Let's go ahead and do a little video in 4K 30 and see if we get an error message. Nope, she looks like she's recording. There we got the adjustment of the slow adjustment of the gimbal right there. There we go. And if we want to preview that, we just flip it up, and there's what we just recorded right there. So there is the recording that we just now, of course, with no sound. Now, when you do go into the app and you play back, it does not play it back with sound, I've noticed. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way, but right now when you go into the app, it does not play it back with sound. In the Osmo, it does play back with sound. Now, if I want to eliminate that recording, I just go up, confirm delete, hit OK, and there it is. So go ahead and get out of that mode right there. But there you are. There you are. Say I want to do a quick panorama. I really like the panorama mode. I'm going to show you a panorama here on the screen that I did not too long ago. It's pretty nice. I easily set up a time lapse. Here, let's do a quick motion time lapse. So I've already got it on the motion setting right there. So let's go ahead and set my first motion point. I'm going to go ahead, click on the middle. There's point 1. Click it over. There's point 2. I'm going to go ahead and move it up a little bit. 0.3. Move it down again. 0.4. Oops, give it a, come on here. Come on, baby. There's 0.4. And we'll complete it to that side, and we'll put in 0.5. There we go. And to start, I would put it on a nice smooth surface and hit go. Now this is making a 5-minute time lapse with 1 second frames. And it's doing it in 4K 30. So there you go. There you go. There is the time lapse in action. But for Dad Random, guys, and the FIMI Palm, those are some really quick menu settings that you can do. Very simple. The firmware updates are fixing a lot of its issues. I'd like to see the sound be improved because, of course, as you see by this example here.
So this video should be good. It's on a bright, sunny day as far as the light value. A little bit of wind though. What's going to happen with this wind? If they put a wind filter in the next software update, oh, there's some wind. This camera will be better than the Osmo Pocket. Oh man, there's some breeze right there. That's called the 3 o'clock breeze. It comes through. All right, later. Bye.
As I'm vlogging and walking, you can hear the wind quite easily in the high setting. Now, I don't know if it's going to filter it out in the low setting. My guess is it's not. It needs a wind setting, one that will actually look for the scratching of the wind, like the Osmo Pocket has. But yes, for Dad Random, the FIMI Palm. Menus and operations, very simple. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe if you think this video helps. And of course, check out my other content on Dad Random. Thank you so much, guys. Later and bye.
Indeed you are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen.